my name is Kelley St. Germain, and I'm Executive Officer with the Ashe County Home Builders Association in Ashe County, North Carolina. On March 3rd and 4th of 2008, I was fortunate enough to receive a scholarship from the NAHB to attend an EO orientation in Washington, D.C. Many new members, when they join their local HBA, don't even realize that by so doing, they also become members of their state and the National Association of Home Builders. For me, the NAHB had always been a place where I sent a check for $150 every month for every new and rejoining member. I was hoping that this trip would open my eyes on how my local members back home in Ashe County could better access NAHB's many benefits and services. One of the first speakers we heard from was Mr. Jerry Howard, CEO of NAHB.
When I talk to the new employees, many of whom have no experience in housing or home building, I just use the Washington, D.C. area as an example, and I tell them to look at the mansions out in Potomac, Maryland. And our builders built them, and they're truly beautiful works of art. And then look at the starter housing in Falls Church in Arlington, Virginia, and our members built that, and that's a very important service to society. And then look at the subsidized housing where those who are unable to afford their own housing live, and our members probably built and managed those housing units as well. And that's pretty impressive. It's an organization that represents an industry that is both the economic fabric of this country, roughly 15% of the gross domestic product. No other industry comes even close. And we also represent the social fabric of this country.
In over 2 full days of lectures and seminars, we learned what an amazing organization the NAHB truly is. With a staff of nearly 400 people, they offer benefits and services to over 800 local HBA associations and over 250,000 members scattered all across the United States of America. Speaker after speaker told us about such programs as the Member Advantage Program, where membership can save money on goods and services, Builder Books, where members can further their education, the Home Builders Institute, the International Builders Show, the University of Housing, the NAHB Research Center, where many of the products we use are first tested, the National Housing Endowment, and most importantly of all perhaps, www.nahb.org. Although this site can be intimidating with over 7,000 pages of information, there are ways to personalize it and make it more accessible. On our second day in Washington, we took a tour of the NAHB building. One of my favorite things was seeing the brick sculpture donated by members of the North Carolina HBA in honor of the 2006 National President, David Presley. One of the things that I was surprised to learn about on the tour is that NAHB has a full production TV and video studio. In this facility, they are able to produce shows and commercials for HGTV and other media outlets. On each floor of the NAHB building, as you get off the elevator, you will see a papier-mâché sculpture. I particularly like this one and could identify with the sentiment expressed by it. On the 8th floor veranda, at least that's what we would call it in the South, you get a wonderful view of downtown Washington, D.C. with the Washington Monument in the distance. Aside from seminars and tours, we also engaged in some team building activities that emphasize the importance of mission. Without a doubt, however, my favorite thing of the week was listening to Elliot Eisenberg, Ph.D.
If I am a really no good crank, by now this would have caught up with me eventually. You type in like Elliot and liar on Google and 47,000 pages of me, always with arrows and bullseyes and bad things, questioning my integrity, my moral, my family lineage, and you get the idea. But on a more serious note, help me.
Of course, Elliot also had a more serious side.
Hate us. But you know, today is the anniversary of FDR's inauguration as president. And you think, you know, that guy gave great speeches, he had great policies, and you can see that one person with nifty ideas, you can really change the world. You guys really have all this cool power at your disposal. You have NAHB out here that can provide you all these services. You can bring out experts and do all kinds of cool stuff. I'm just one of these people that's out there. There are lots of things and people we can help you with. So don't feel that you may be working alone, maybe you're isolated, you're 300 miles from the closest HBA, but you can rely on, maybe your state's good for nothing, I don't know. The National Association really can help you.
You aren't kidding, Elliot. Not to be overly dramatic, but my trip to Washington has taught me that the NAHB is a dynamic organization that offers its members a myriad of benefits and services. Over and over I heard speakers say that it was their mission to serve us, the individual members of the NAHB. And while all politics are local, as Tip O'Neill once said, it is vital that through the NAHB we have a strong and active legislative presence on Capitol Hill. There are no bones about it. Our industry is the economic engine that drives the American economy. If we didn't have the NAHB to protect and promote our collective interests, we would be in serious trouble. As the words say at the Lincoln Memorial, united we stand, divided we fall. And for all the individual HBA members out there, I want to say this. Use the NAHB resources. They are only a phone call or computer click away. And after all, you are paying for them. I guarantee that if you take advantage of everything they have to offer, it will help improve your business's bottom line. And after all, that's what's important.